This is Paranormal Short Session 36 by Keith Evans. I'm at the tombstone of Mr. John C. Wilson. And Mr. Wilson's from Florida. He was a veteran of World War II. He was a Tech 5 in the 3187th Engineer-Based Equipment Company during World War II. He was born March 4th, 1918, and passed away July 11th, 1952. Thank you for your service during World War II, Mr. John C. Wilson. I guess a Tech 5 is the same as a sergeant rank in the Army. Thank you. Then I'll give you a sergeant rank. I guess Tech 5 is a Air Force rank. So thank you, Tech 5 John C. Wilson. And I'm going to turn on the millimeter and see if I get any more millimeter spikes. I got one very high. I think it was 30. And so I'm going to ask the ghosts and spirits if they have that ability to give me a high spike. It might take 3 or 4 of them getting together, all putting their paranormal energy in. I hope they don't use too much energy. I still got the obelisk to go, and I still got the obelisk 5B and the thermal camera, the C5 flare. All right. Well, so far there's no spikes. Then the ghosts and spirits give me a little bit of spikes here, like you did. That one spike I just missed on a promo. I think it was like 31.0 milligauss. Well, no spikes. All right, I'm gonna turn the obelisk 5 off. If you don't give me any spikes, no sense having it on. All right, I'll try something else here. I'll tell you one thing, it's hot today, very hot. We had like a cool spell where it was very, very non-humid and like highs in the upper 60s and 70s for a couple weeks. That was really nice. Now it's back to being hot again. All right, I'm going to use the flare thermal camera C5. If you can see it on there any place. It takes the flare a little while to adjust. All right, Mr. John C. Wilson or any of your friends, if you can get together and draw the heat, draw the energy out of the environment enough for me to see a cold spot, that would be great. Usually when it whites out like this, I got to turn it off and turn it back on. I don't know why it acts that way. Yeah, here we go. It says I'm low on battery, so I don't know. That doesn't look like thermal. Let me turn it back off and back on. Sometimes the program doesn't kick in right. All right. Where was your 3187th Engineer Base Equipment Company? Where was it located at in the USA? There we go. Let me try to get the sun to my back so you can see it better. As before, when I did the entire grave cradle, what you're seeing there is that the sun shining through on the full grave cradle, which is very covered by leaves and other debris. So you see when the sun shines through, it heats it up. It's yellow, orange around the edges, and the rest of the grave cradle and tombstone, which I'm showing you right now, it remains purple. Where the sun is catching it there on the corner, It might be a little bit, yeah, yellow right there. But I don't see anything abnormal, hot or cold, or warm or cooler. Now, there could be ghosts and spirits taking the energy out of the air, but they might be the same color as the cool areas on the shaded parts of the full grave cradle, and also the little tombstone, which is flat. So you wouldn't be able to see them even if they were drawing energy out. They might be the same color as that purple right there. I don't know if you can see it, but the tombstone is kind of to the left, and the grave cradle is the other portion to the right. Yep, that's what I was looking at right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn the C5 camera off. And that is sunlight right there. I'm going to turn this off. Let's see what we got here. 6 minutes in. I'm probably going to use the Obelisk 5 next. Maybe start out with the what they call words, or not words, but not ABC, but the PH. Turn that on. Phonics. All right, Mr. Wilson, did you like Apalachicola? Sound like you said help for help something. Could you make that out at home? I couldn't. Could you repeat that, Mr. Wilson? Did you like Apalachicola? Mr. Wilson, well, Mr. John C. Wilson, what was your rank when you were in the Air Force? Were you glad, Mr. Wilson, that we won World War II? Well, I'll tell you, there's a benefit to getting here at 10 or 10:30 instead of 12 noon and after. It's a lot cooler. All right, Mr. Wilson, I'm going to try the true or false. All right, my true or false question for Mr. Wilson, Mr. John C. Wilson. Did you like Apalachicola? True or false, or yes or no? True and yes are green, and no and false are red. Well, both are lit up. Mr. Wilson, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, unless two of you are answering at the same time and disagree. Anyway, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. All right. Mr. Wilson, was your brother in the military? Yes or no? I guess it's what? Both red and green? Yeah, that is strange. Well, Mr. Wilson, I don't know whether the ghost of spirits are just experimenting or what, but I think I had that maybe once or twice off camera where I got both a red and a green, but never while I was filming. And that's strange. It's really not supposed to happen. All right, my next question. Mr. Wilson, did you have a dog or a cat? Same thing. Well, maybe he had a cat but didn't have a dog, or maybe he had a dog and didn't have a cat. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. All right. And I'll be baffled about why that's coming up true and false at the same time. Let's leave true and false and go to the ABCs. This is when the ghosts and spirits can choose a word. That's the ABCs up here in the left corner. Before I start, I'm just going to say, my name is Keith Evans. What is your name? You use your
wagon.
Climbed wagon. Well, maybe at one point this was farmland or something, and somebody here was climbing a wagon. And if there's residual energy of someone climbing a wagon, something like that, something they did every day in this area, this might have been where they parked the wagons to unload whatever they had, cotton or hay or peanuts. Because this flat area probably was a prime farming area at one time. It was probably, the river's that way, so I'm sure it was fertile land. So that's probably residual energy, ghost or spirit, that I'm picking up with the Obelisk 5B that's saying that they climbed a wagon here. Maybe the boss would tell the employees, climb the wagon, unload the whatever's on there. Might have been a command he gave every day this time of day. Well, you can see that at home or not. I'm trying to get the shade just right. All right, Mr. John Wilson, is there anything that you'd like to tell me? Any words of wisdom? Even words that aren't wisdom. Whatever you like to say, Mr. Wilson. Well, I don't think the screen is that dirty, but it might be in this sunlight and with the shade keeping you from seeing the words. Sometimes the words come in really plain. Sometimes I have to tilt. Right now I'm tilting left and right and up and down, or top and bottom I'm tilting. Well, it doesn't help that much. Mr. Wilson, are you out of energy? If you are, get one of your friends or family member to try to answer my questions for me, please. Okay, Mr. Wilson? Well, it's going to be one of those paranormal short sessions where I don't get much data. Mr. Wilson, were you happy when World War II ended? All right, Mr. Wilson, I appreciate you cooperating with me today, and I'm going to remind everyone that this is Paranormal Short Session 36 by Keith Evans at the Magnolia Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. And something just clicked me on the head, but I don't think there's really, no, I wasn't back that far. I think anything's hanging down. Well, I think one of those flies want to try to bite me on the head. Again, this is Paranormal Short Session 36 by Keith Evans at the Magnolia Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of September, 2024. I'm at the Tombstone of Mr. John C. Wilson. And I want to get a couple words on the Obelisk 5. Hope everyone will check out my YouTube channel, Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. It's free to subscribe. All the Paranormal Short Sessions are unedited and just videotaped as they happen. Sometimes you get a a lot of paranormal data, and sometimes you don't. And I hope everyone will check out my Facebook page and my Instagram page. I'll at least put a minute's worth of the promos on there. If you want to see the rest of the promo, you got to go to, you got to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans, to see the entire promo and to see the entire Paranormal Short Session unedited by Keith Evans. So check it out, please. And also, if you like to read, I have 3 books out there. The one book is The Hayes House, Ghosts for People 2, and that's available only ebook on Kindle. And I have Vampires, Dead or Alive. That is available in 2 formats, ebook on Kindle and paperback on Amazon. Then I have the last book, which is Planet of the Vampires. And that is available ebook on Kindle. And also it's available on Amazon, paperback and hardback. So check it out if you like to read. I really think the colored pictures on the hardback are really neat. The photos in the paperback are black and white, so they're not quite as neat. So anyway, check it out and let me know what you think. I always appreciate your comments, and thank you to everyone who subscribes and purchases my books and gives me all those likes on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much. Have a good day.